Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's lecture, I will be discussing about the nanotechnology and ceramics in the subject nanotechnology and surface engineering, as you know. And this is the second number chapter. And first of all, basically, we should be knowing about what is the nanotechnology and specifically what is the word nano. So the nano means it is equal to 10 is to minus 9, 10 is to minus 9 meter. That is equal to the nano. So you can imagine how much the value of nano will be. It will be equivalent to the 1 mm divided by 10 lakh. If you divide the 1 mm into 10 lakh, then it will be equal to 1 nanometer. सो उसका एक एग्जांपल दे तो और नैनो सेकंड किसको कहते हैं, यानी कि जो हमारा नाखून है उंगलियों के, वो एक सेकंड में जितना बढ़ते हैं वो एक नैनो सेकंड के इक्वल होगा। ठीक है। उसके अलावा एक और एग्जांपल दे तो जो हमारा बाल का जो डायमीटर होता है वो 50,000 नैनोमीटर होता है। फिर जो हाइड्रोजन का डायमीटर है वो 0.1 नैनोमीटर के अराउंड होता है। ठीक है। सो जो उसको हम अगर बाल के डायमीटर को माइक्रोन में कन्वर्ट करें तो वो कितना होगा, 5 माइक्रोमीटर। सेम वे इफ वी कंसिडर द nanosecond as the time for light to travel 30 centimeter in air, that will be equivalent to 1 nanosecond or 20 centimeter in optical fiber. So this is about the nano word, and the technology related to this study of nanomaterials is called as nanotechnology. Then another word is ceramics. Okay, so ceramics are made of clay and permanently hardened by heat. They are made of clay material and they are permanently hardened by heat. So basically, there are oxide-based aluminum, manganese, zircon, or there are silicate-based that are SiC, carbide. Okay, so we will check over here the syllabus, the subject nanotechnology, which comes in the 7th sem, and the chapter number 2 contains this following topics. First, the introduction to nanotechnology and ceramics, then vapor condensation method. In vapor condensation method, there are two methods basically, PVD and CVD, physical vapor condensation and chemical vapor deposition. Physical vapor deposition and chemical vapor deposition, there are two methods. Then the part of it, there is one sputtering and laser method. Up to this I will take, and the remaining portion spray pyrolysis, then thermal chemical flame decomposition of metal organic percussors method, that will be covered by Keval sir. Okay. So first let us see about the rationale. What it says that to make student understand the use of concept of nanotechnology and nanoscience in industries and in consumer products. So basically the chapter name over here, the second number is basically about the application of this nanotechnology and surface engineering. The method we use, the PVD and CVD, they are, or the laser method, that will be the product created will be in terms of in category of nanotechnology or nanoscience in industries or in consumer product. The surface property must be modified for aesthetics, oxidation resistance, hardness, wear resistance, fatigue resistance और other consideration. जो भी कोई भी सरफेस है उसको हम मॉडिफाई कब करेंगे, उसको एक एस्थेटिक लुक देना हो, अप्रोप्रिएट लुक, फिर उसका ऑक्सीडेशन जो है उसको रेजिस्टेंस हमको कम करना है, या फिर उसकी हार्डनेस है उसको इंक्रीज करना है, वियर रेजिस्टेंस उसका इंक्रीज करना है, फटिग रेजिस्टेंस हो गया, और अदर जो भी कंसिडरेशन है उन सबको इंक्रीज करना हो, तब हम ये टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करेंगे. दिस कोर्स विल बी यूजफुल फॉर स्टूडेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड डेवलप एसेंशियल स्किल एंड नॉलेज ऑफ surface coating technologies in demand. So whichever the coating technologies there are existing and which are highly in demand in automobile, you have seen that the spray conventional spraying method are nowadays they are eliminated and the robotic paints are used, and the advanced method is the coating method. There is a layer by layer coating of color is done so that we can get the aesthetic looks and we can prevent the oxidation. So for the we have seen the nanotechnology, what is word nano. Now let us see about what is ceramic. So ceramic is a inorganic compound, which means the carbon is not present in organic. The carbon is present, which is non-metallic solid prepared by action of heat and subsequent cooling. Ceramic material may have a crystalline or partly crystalline structure or may be amorphous like glass. जो सिरामिक मटेरियल है वो या तो फिर क्रिस्टल फॉर्म में होगा या तो फिर पार्शियल क्रिस्टल फॉर्म में, और उसका जो स्ट्रक्चर होगा वो अमोर्फस होगा, यानी कि it will not have any directional property. There will be a random arrangement of atoms like a glass. Ceramic now include domestic, industrial, building product, and a wide range of ceramic art. There are various applications of ceramics in domestic industry, building products, and in the art culture as well. Now we will come to our first process, that is the physical vapor deposition method. So as the name suggests, the vapor of the material deposits over our product, the component we want to coat. So a thin layer of material will be coated over the component. So in PVD process of deposition, thin films of element metal or metallic ceramic compound over all engineering solids. For example, there is one rectangular block, or we have a component that we want to coat. So a thin film of metal or ceramic will be applied over here by the PVD process. We will see how it works. The deposition is made by thermal evaporation of the target. So how we are supposed to evaporate the material? By the thermal, which means by heat. Then PVD usually aims to improve the hardness and tribological properties. The main aim of physical vapor deposition over here is to improve the hardness and tribological properties. The tribological property includes related to the wear, friction, and lubrication. The and it may also enhance the selected functional property and resistance to corrosion, tarnishing, or low temperature oxidation. Tarnishing means degradation at room temperature, how the material quality degrades at room temperature. So here, material with high vapor pressure element or compound are ideal for PVD based coating. So remember, the material which we use over here is the high vapor pressure material, not low vapor pressure. It has a high vapor pressure and low boiling point, so we can easily melt it and prepare a vapor, so we can use it for coating. Enclosed chamber under high vacuum without or with heating stage or and controlled atmosphere is needed for PVD. Now, this whole process takes place in a vacuum chamber, and we have that environment heated, or it cannot be, or it may not be heated. The vacuum is around 10 to minus 5 millibar vacuum. Then the material ideal for coating or the coated or deposited, they are basically pure metal like gold, titanium, silver. These are basically material which are used for coated or deposition. Then the PVD is a standard synthesis processing technique in a machine tool manufacturing, semiconductor, jewelry ornament industry, precision instrument and metalware manufacturing. यहाँ पे सिंथेसिस का मतलब हो गया केमिकल कंपाउंड बाय रिएक्शन ऑफ सिंपल मटेरियल। सिंथेसिस में क्या होगा कि जो भी केमिकल कंपाउंड हमको मिलेगा नया, और दो मटेरियल के बीच के रिएक्शन की वजह से, और उसकी वजह से हम क्या क्या मैन्युफैक्चर कर सकते हैं, तो मशीन टूल बना सकते हैं। ठीक है, मशीन टूल के ऊपर एक कोट क्रिएट कर सकते हैं जिसकी वजह से उसका ऑक्सीडाइजेशन कम हो, उसकी हार्डनेस इंक्रीज हो। ठीक है, फिर सेमीकंडक्टर हो गया। ठीक है, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स जो सर्किट्स आती है उसके लिए हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं। ज्वेलरी ऑर्नामेंट्स इंडस्ट्री में बेसिकली हम वहाँ पे भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं। जो भी प्रिसीजन इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स है जो ऑक्सीडाइज हो सकते हैं, वैसे मटेरियल्स या फिर वैसे इंस्ट्रूमेंट के ऊपर हमको कोट करना है। फिर मेटल वर्क मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हो गया। ठीक है, उसके अलावा जो यहाँ पे पीवीडी है उसके लिए हमको जो यहाँ पे थिकनेस मिलेगी कोटिंग की वो 2.5 और 2 to 5 माइक्रोमीटर, और यहाँ पे जो सीवीडी के लिए होगी वो 5 to 10 माइक्रोमीटर की रेंज में होगी। ठीक है, और जो सरफेस प्रिपरेशन है वो हमको सबसे पहले करनी पड़ेगी, और वही सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट है इन द पीवीडी, क्योंकि अगर कोई भी ऑक्साइड लेयर यहाँ पे सरफेस के ऊपर जमी हुई होगी या फिर कोई डस्ट पार्टिकल्स वहाँ पे प्रेजेंट होगी, तो जो हमको सरफेस फिनिश है वो हमको प्रॉपर नहीं मिलेगी, और जो कोटिंग है वो मटेरियल से एडर नहीं करेगा। ठीक है, सो ये हमारी प्रायर रिक्वायरमेंट है बिफोर पीवीडी। Now let us look at the PVD process. Now here you can see a inverted jar type of arrangement which can be used, which can be opened or closed. We can put it over here. So, and the vacuum is created over here in the inside the chamber. Here one simple diagram you can see that this is the one fixed chamber, and these are the evaporators. These three are the evaporator on which there is, this is the coating material. These three are the coating material which are supposed to be evaporated in the chamber. Firstly, by vacuum pump we are supposed to remove the air present over here and make it empty and create a vacuum of around 10 raised to minus 5 millibar. Then we are supposed to insert the neutral gas, and here the neutral gas is used is argon. The argon is used as a neutral gas because it will not be reacting with the material over present over here. Now we will see later on how argon will be used for this process. Another over here inlet is of reactive gases. Reactive gases can be hydrogen, nitrogen. Okay, so if there is a requirement of the process that just specifically we required any reaction to takes place, then we are using this reactive gases. Now the over here the substrate is there. Substrate is nothing but the underlying substance which we use to carry our workpieces. These are the our number of workpiece. Okay, which we, or we can say these are the number of product which we wants to be coated. Now the substrate is connected with the power supply. Suppose this is one over the cathode, or it will be anode. So the material evaporated can transfer over here, and this also is heated, so the material properly adhered either with this. Now the evaporation takes place in a particular direction. So suppose this is the material is heated, now the evaporation will take place in this direction. In straight direction it will be easy to deposit the material, but as we go on over here As the distance increases, the deposition rate over here decreases. That's why we have used the multiple evaporators. Okay, so the all sides of the product are properly coated. But then also this is the line type of property, so only the area which is exposed to the line will be coated, other will remain uncoated. So this is one limitation of this. Let us look at the advantage of this process here. Let me tell you one thing, that the temperature over here is the plasma type of state is generated over here, so that this evaporated material can coat properly over the product. Okay, so we will see the advantages. It is a versatile method. Okay, then the deposition, almost any material amenable to vaporization, कोई भी मटेरियल हम यहाँ पे यूज कर सकते हैं डिपोजिशन के लिए. फिर नो और लिटल स्कोप ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शन इन फ्लाइट और इन डिपोजिशन. यहाँ पे कोई केमिकल या फिर बहुत ही कम यहाँ पे स्कोप है कि केमिकल रिएक्शन होगा. लिटल और मिनिमल डैमेज टू सबस्ट्रेट, जो भी हमारा सबस्ट्रेट है उसको यहाँ पे डैमेज जो है वो कम से कम होगा, क्योंकि ये जो सबस्ट्रेट का टेम्परेचर होगा वो कम होगा, उतना ज़्यादा नहीं होगा. फिर जो आर इक्वल टू अराउंड रूम टेम्परेचर के अराउंड उसका टेम्परेचर होगा. लिमिटेशंस अगर हम डिस्कस करें तो line of sight process, which means there are chances of shadowing. So over here you can see that the if suppose this evaporator is not used and only these evaporators are used, what will happen? The space between these two products will remain without coated, so there are chances of shadowing. So only in the line of sight the coating will take place. Non-uniform thickness, as I discussed, in the straight line there will be more coating, and as we move on further the coating will reduce, so uniformity is not present. Then not amenable to difficult to evaporate material with low vapor pressure, which means suppose we want to use tungsten as coating, so it will be quite difficult to evaporate it because it has a low vapor pressure. So we will use material with high vapor pressure for evaporation. In this second arrangement, we have the source material or the heater, that is the resistance or electron beam. Over here, it can be by the electron beam evaporation or by laser method. It will be evaporated. This atomic flux will move over here, and the vapor type over here, these are the our product which will be coated, and the vapor holder over here is used. So this is one second arrangement of the physical vapor deposition method. Now this is another arrangement, that is the tube surface. Over here this is our workpiece, sorry, the material which the coat we want to create. Here it is our product, that is substrate. So after heating, it will evaporate and it will move over here from hotter side to the cold side, as this place is cool and the center place is hot. So material will travel from this side to this over here, and it will be coated. So thin film are deposited by the condensation of vapor of desired material onto substrate or wafer, and carried out in a vacuum at about 150 to 500 degree centigrade, and the thickness of zero point 0.2 to 5 micrometer is we are getting. Then the heating improves the bonding gas. The deposition rate is increased through the use of DC current. Substrate is at ambient or low temperature so that it attracts the coating material. In PVD process, the high purity solid coating material, metals such as titanium, chromium, aluminum, is either evaporated by heating or sputtering process with inert ions. Reactive gas, nitrogen, hydrogen, may be introduced to react and form a compound with metal vapor and deposit on the substrate. Such thin and Adherent coating are used to improve hardness, wear resistance, and oxidation resistance in a wide range of applications in industries like aerospace, automotive, surgical, medical, dyes, molds, cutting tools, opticals, thin films, window tint, then food packaging. So these are the various applications of this PVD process. This is the design and kinematics of deposition, which means the point source, the here the surface deposition is higher, the deposition rate as compared to the point source. Then we can see that the application, the synthesis of tin oxide SnO2 sensor films, which means we can create nanowires or nanorods. This is one from taken from one thesis. Okay, so up to this nanometer diameter we can create this. Then another over here, if we want to create a layer by layer, which means monolayer of titanium nitrate, then titanium carbonitrate, okay, and the titanium aluminum nitrate, the different materials and the coating of different layer we can create. And here you can see in the TIN coating, the base material over here, then there is the titanium adhering layer over here, the second number, then the third number is the titanium nitrate coating, then the top surface with micro droplets. Then in multi-layer titanium aluminum nitrate, there is the hard material over here, first one, then second one over here is the titanium adhesion layer, then titanium nitrate layer, titanium aluminum nitrate layer, then the uh, any one of their we can use the titanium or without, there will be multi-layer in the fifth part, and the titanium aluminum nitrate coating at the outer surface, the top surface with the micro droplets. So these are the application of the PVD. So up to this we will keep today's lecture. In next lecture we will see about the sputtering process. Thank you very much for listening me carefully. Have a nice day.